You know, even though I always have been into hard rock, I have never really been into metal. But believe it or not, the girls we are about to talk about brought me for more than 10 years now into not heavy metal, not black metal, but kawaii metal. Minasan konnichiwa, yorobun annyeong. Hi everyone, this is Leo for Asia on Air, and today I'm gonna pay a tribute to the most brutal J-pop band ever, BABYMETAL. If you guys saw my perfume retrospective, then you know how and when I discovered them for the first time. And actually, I discovered BABYMETAL the exact same way. This was in 2011. I was watching the French TV channel called No Life, which was broadcasting a hit parade of J-pop music videos. And one day, I simply bumped into this. Alright, here we go with Doki Doki Morning, which means like Boom Boom Morning, the first MV by BABYMETAL. This was their debut song, and it was introducing perfectly that concept consisting in mixing metal music with a girls' idol's J-pop band. What caught my attention was how, what the fuck, was this music video? Like, only Japanese could have come up with such a crazy concept. The girls were so young and so cute at the time. I like the 超やばい, 超早い parts. All the shouting parts, so good. And this pre-chorus is amazing. But both the music video and the choreo are really dynamic and entertaining. And the song's riffs and melodies are simply addictive. And it's a song that is supposed to be your alarm clock when you wake up. I mean, it's kind of violent. You know? And you will see during the bridge, there is a bit of a creepy part, which is a bit strange. That's a bit disturbing. Yeah, these parts. That's a bit disturbing, right? And the baby bone dancing behind. Air drumming. Oh, I didn't notice her mic. It seems really soft. Alright, that was the beginning of Baby Metal. Let me go back a bit in time to explain where Baby Metal actually comes from. So in 2008, the giant agency Amuse produces a three girls group called Karen Girls, meaning pretty girls. This is where we discover the talented singer Suzuka Nakamoto, then aged only 9 years old, with her debut song Over the Future. We could already hear in this song her powerful voice. Not long after this, Suzuka joins a new girl group launched by her agency, Sakura Gakuin, meaning the students of the Sakura school. Sakura Gakuin's concept consists in fact in reproducing the academic system of middle school. The members are aged between 10 and 15 years old, the eldest one being the president. When a member reaches 15 and comes the end of the scholar year, she has to graduate and leave the program to let the new generation's members join. Sakura Gakuin would have released an album per year with the help of their subunits concepts inspired by various extrascholar activities like patisserie cooking like mini patty, tennis, wrestling, etc. Overall, their sound is really pop, bright, cute and naive. In their first album Sakura Gakuin 2010, Nendo Message, produced under the label Toys Factory, also famous for Mr. Children or Sekai no Owari, appears Doki Doki Morning, the debut song of the subunit which will become huge, Baby Metal. Baby Metal is then recorded by the sub-label Ju Wonbu, meaning Heavy Music Club. The main producer, known as BABYMETAL, his real name is Kobayashi Kei, stays mysteriously disguised in a skeleton outfit even during his interviews, and so will the other producers and composers kind of hide their real identities. Koba Metal, Take Metal, Nara Metal, Naka Metal, Tsubo Metal. That said, the choreographer is well known because we are talking about the great Mikiko Sensei, the choreographer of Perfume. Dressed in skeletons are the Baby Bone, the instrument players of Baby Metal, who will soon be replaced by the Kitsune Gakudan, meaning the Fox Band, and the Kami Band, also known as the Gods of Metal, for all the live performances. But the main members are the lead singer Suzuka Nakamoto, aka Sumetal, then aged 12 years old, and the two lead dancers and back singers who were also part of Sakura Gakuin, Moa Kikuchi, aka Moa Metal, and Yui Mizuno, aka Yui Metal, then both aged 10 years old. The concept of Baby Metal, or the ambition I could say, is to mix J-pop and metal. In other words, to bring cuteness and innocence in the metal world, and to bring brutality and violent sounds in the world of idols. From the beginning, they played with the absurdity of their concept, and so their introduction message is a wordplay. They say, Baby Metal, death. We are Baby Metal, while biting their tongue, so it sounds like death in English and looks dark. Their sign is of course inspired by the metal devil hand sign, but switched to a shape of a fox head to make it more cute. The funny thing is that their background is made up of Satanist references, just like all metal bands, while adding a touch of Japanese traditional folklore, being the fox god, one of the beliefs of the Shinto religion. This is how, during interviews, whenever a tricky question is asked concerning their next release or their private life, they just answer, "Only the fox god knows." Baby Metal quickly become a huge success with their first MV and become even bigger than Sakura Gakuin itself. They name their fandom The One. I'm not sure from when exactly they named it like this, though, because at this time the fans were still addressed as Shokun, meaning guys, and released a new song in collaboration with the Japanese band Kiba of Akiba, Iine. What I like with Iine is that it's a really playful song which makes you travel through different genres, heavy metal or even speed metal, Akiba K-pop and even rap, all parts are just absolutely catching. BABYMETAL go hard in 2012 by releasing a new single, their first one to be physically released, Headbanger. Doki Doki Morning is eventually physically released as well in the same year. So with Headbanger, the art direction is flirting more on the metal side. The music video is mysterious, dark, creepy, even scary with these long black-haired characters that look like they came out of the movie Ring. There is a bit of storytelling, since the lyrics relate to sumetal celebrating her 15th birthday and fully enjoying the ephemerality of her youth. Headbanger is a great song to see performed live, since the choreo of Yui and Moa kills it all, especially when they literally dance with their hair. Headbanger was BABYMETAL's last song under the Ju-Wonbu label because in 2013 they switched to another Toys Factory sub-label called BMD Fox Records to release their first major single, Ijime Dame Zettai. Now to go back in detail to what Legend 1997 exactly was, BABYMETAL actually held two concerts in Japan called Legend 1999 and Legend 1997, both to respectively refer to sumetal's year of birth and Yui and Moa's one. Here are the artworks they used to promote them, and as you can see from them, the quality of the artworks for the lives, the DVDs, the collector albums, and even the goodies and merch like t-shirts became extreme, and definitely in the spirit of what I'd say a typical metal band is supposed to do. And the great thing as well is that from then, all the BABYMETAL live performances were about to connect to each other by telling one whole story to, in the end, build the BABYMETAL's lore through the years. For example, Legend 1999 was closing on the Ave Maria, and guess what? Legend 1997 is opening on the Ave Maria. ...2014 is the year where BABYMETAL finally released their first full-length album, soberly called BABYMETAL. Topping the Japanese charts, it's the perfect entrance ticket for anyone who wouldn't know about BABYMETAL yet. As for the fans, they could find two new songs, amazing ones, called Yonnouta and Rondo of Nightmare. We'll chat about them a bit further. When it comes to the promotional plan for the album, BABYMETAL set the bar pretty high because they hold a 2-night concert in the legendary Nippon Budokan, the place to be for every Japanese artist on the rise, which has a capacity of almost 15,000 people. Being the youngest artist to ever perform here, the girls sold out all their tickets. We are now talking about the second half of 2014. BABYMETAL finally make their first world tour with dates in France, Germany, the UK, the US, Canada and Japan. And they make the happiest guy in the world myself, because I'm lucky enough to attend their very first performance in Europe, if we accept the Sony Sphere in the UK a month earlier, in Paris at La Cigale. Yes, I was there on the 1st of July. I can assure you that this was the best concert I have ever been to in my life. That was so extreme. They look so beautiful in real life, and their music takes such a different dimension in live. It's so powerful and gives you so much energy. I was on the balcony, so the view I had on the mosh pit and the wall of death formed in IDZ was just high class. Plus, the European dates being called either Legend Y or Legend M to celebrate Yui and Moa's birthday, we got to see BABYMETAL take the mic during Headbanger. Everyone was on fire. Such great memories. They released the DVD Gatherings the Lives held in London, and their last song performed is a new one called Road of Resistance. Road of Resistance eventually became a bonus track on the re-release of BABYMETAL's first album for the US and European market. This time the label Red was taking care of the European release and Sony Music Entertainment was managing the US. They all met a great success. So you remember the shot of Road of Resistance that we saw before? This live is called the New Year Fox Festival. By the way, a live album does exist. And this is, guess what? The first date of their second world tour. A second world tour that runs during the whole year of 2015 in various countries including Japan, France, the UK, the US, Canada, Germany, but also Italy, Switzerland, Austria and Mexico. Just one funny digression, during the year 2015, BABYMETAL held a 2-night concert reserved for the members of the official fan club called Apocrypha, Black Mass and Red Mass. One night was for male only, and the other one for female only. Is it me, or does it sound really uncommon to hear hundreds of girls headbanging and cheering in metal concert? Metal music made by girls for girls. I like that. It's a new form of feminism. This is it. 2016, the year where BABYMETAL ruled the world. The year starts with the release of BABYMETAL's second album called Metal Resistance. This time is right away released internationally through Sony Music Entertainment. The quality is on top for this album, which is smartly made by offering a good balance between pop tracks and more progressive ones. Of course, metal is still the master word, but the tracklist storytelling does the job to always maintain our excitement. The songs Yava and Syncopation directly make it to my top 5 of BABYMETAL's best songs ever, so I'll touch a word about them later. So I can talk about the 2 new duets of Yui Metal and Moa Metal called Black BABYMETAL, by the way. We have GJ, which goes really hard with its fucking good guitar riff, and Cis Anger, which belongs to the heaviest and most angry songs of the group. Another song that caught my attention, Tales of the Destinies, probably the most progressive track. The count goes crazy in it, and we get unexpected influences like Dream Theater or even Frank Zappa. The only song that doesn't fit my taste is Metataro. I find it too simple and repetitive. Anyway, let's check now the album's title tracks MV, Karate. Moving on to The One, the last song of the album Metal Resistance. What we are watching is the PV posted on BABYMETAL's official YouTube channel, shot at Yokohama Arena in December 2015. With The One named in reference to the fandom, BABYMETAL style kind of switches from their past gothic style to a new epic fashion and epic sound. I personally find much influence of Pearl Jam in this song, with indeed a clear American touch, especially considering that it's the first BABYMETAL song fully written in English in order to reach more directly the international audience. I want to point out how good Suzuka's English pronunciation is already at this time, which shows her diligent hard work. their second album being launched, BABYMETAL embarked on a new world tour, making them come back to all the Western countries they already visited and adding the Netherlands on the list. The band sets once and for all its globalization by performing at Wembley in London. Now you know how BABYMETAL became so huge in Japan. As for their international recognition, what made them even bigger were their collaboration with various famous artists or legends of metal. Either taking care of their gigs first part or simply doing a featuring, BABYMETAL had the chance to collab with Lady Gaga, Incubus, Muse, Iron Maiden, Metallica, Slipknot, Korn, Linkin Park, Kiss, Guns N' Roses, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Judas Priest, so on and so on. For sure, that helped them to be more easily accepted by the traditional metal world. Back in Japan in 2017, BABYMETAL held throughout the year a nationwide tour called the Five Fox Festival to represent different foxes colors, red, white, black, silver and gold. Their last big concert, the Big Fox Festival, is captured in video at Osaka. I'd say it's worth seeing it for the lighting game, the framing and the editing, which clearly leveled up. But the strange thing is that Yui's performance, in my opinion, wasn't at its peak. She's a bit lacking in presence and energy. Unfortunately, we'd soon get the confirmation of this absence because on the next big concert in Hiroshima Green Arena in December called Legend S Baptism XX, Yui Metal was for the first time totally absent from the show, which is really weird because I don't know if the team heard at the very last moment that Yui wouldn't attend the show or if they thought that she would come back sooner or later, but it just looks very disturbing to see that they didn't adapt the performance to the situation. So from the beginning to the end of the show, Sumetal and Moa Metal keep the same formation as usual, which lets Yui's spot empty, and we clearly see that someone is missing to make the choreo complete. Same goes for the singing parts, her lines are just left empty. So weird. What most of the fans were afraid of would sadly be officially announced a few months later. Yui Mizuno had chosen to leave BABYMETAL for good and to take a new path in her career as a soloist. The real reason for her departure is still kind of mysterious. It may be because of her health concerns, we may never really know anyway, but what is sure is that we were all shocked and worried about BABYMETAL's future at that time because she was so essential. Honestly, BABYMETAL without Yui Metal is like losing an arm. Yes, you can keep on living without an arm, but something is definitely missing. After being on a cloud for all these years, BABYMETAL could sadly only go down, and so they met their darkest year, 2018. On the 5th of January 2018, the guitarist of the Kami band, Mikio Fujioka, dies at the age of 37, falling from a cliff while stargazing. A few months later, the group suffering from this huge loss would dedicate a song to him called Starlight. As you saw in the MV, the girls don't appear on screen anymore, and they don't either in their new song called Distortion, probably because the production is still thinking about how to make them properly come back on screen. I remember at that time being so disappointed not to see sumetal and BABYMETAL on screen. But retrospectively, both Starlight and Distortion are really good songs on their own, so I pass it by. Eventually, BABYMETAL would make a comeback worldwide with a new tour adding Australia to their list of countries to visit. Between you and I honestly took a bit of distance from BABYMETAL in 2018 because I didn't quite know where they wanted to head forward in terms of image and concept, but I was not ready to be that blown away by their killer comeback in 2019 with their third album. Their new album, Metal Galaxy, did more than proving that BABYMETAL was more alive and talented than ever. It literally became one of the best albums I had ever heard, any genres and any countries included. What makes this album so amazing is how surprising, fresh and eclectic the tracklist is. Plus, you know, in most of albums, there always are like a few songs that you wouldn't get along with, but in this one, except only one track, which is O Maginai, supposedly being Viking metal, which I find as heavy and repetitive as Metataro, I personally find all the songs extremely good, and would easily pick 3 of them to be in my top 5 of the best BABYMETAL songs ever. I'm thinking about Brand New Day, Night Night Burn, and Up Down Left Right BBAB. But since I have only one spot left in my top 5, I'll choose Up Down Left Right BBAB as my top 1 song, and we'll touch a few words on the 2 others a bit later. It's better than any drug, you know? Other than that, we also got Elevator Girl, which was pre-released as a digital single. This is the English version's promotional video posted on their YouTube channel, taken from the live show called BABYMETAL Awakens, The Sun Also Rises in Yokohama Arena. This song tends to flirt with an American sound. It's particularly reminiscent of the Californian band Incubus to me. But first of all, we need to talk about Moa. I mean, Moa, have you seen how she changed from this one? She looks so much more mature, calm, confident, precise in her dance moves, and I don't know, there's something in her from this era which totally makes me fall in love. The third member that we see is actually Kano Fujihira, who was also a member of Sakura Gakuin. The new formation concept of BABYMETAL in 2019 consists in summoning what they call the Avengers to help Moa and Suzuka on stage. The Avengers are 3 new members, Kano Fujihira and Momoko Okazaki, both from Sakura Gakuin, and Riho Sayashi, who came from Morning Musume. Technically, they are replacing Yui and switch between each other depending on the song and the live stage, but they don't really sing nor appear that much on camera. They do bring significant support though. Next song on the album is Shanti Shanti Shanti, very representative of the traveling side of Metal Galaxy. It makes us travel to India, giving birth to great ideas of elegant dance moves and ecstatic melodies. By the way, Sumetal really worked on her voice on this one. She sounds different, you'll notice it during the bridge when she sings a cappella. Now, Papaya was also released as a digital single, which is totally understandable knowing how entertaining and I'd say warm this song is. As the lyrics say, it's a party song, a spicy summer song which features a badass rapper, F-Hero from Thailand. I could also mention about Dada Dance, really worth listening, a fun, fast BPM song with a pure Akiba Cave flavor, and Arcadia, the epic, technical, Dragon Force inspired song of the album. A very interesting melody which I think must be one kind of a challenge for Suzuka to sing live. To wrap it up, Metal Galaxy is an amazing comeback album and definitely doesn't steal its worldwide success. The girls work really hard along the years of 2019 and 2020 to promote it with their new tour called Legend Metal Galaxy, which included dates in new countries like Norway, Finland, Sweden, Denmark, Belgium and Russia, and even the huge venue of The Forum in LA. Unfortunately, you know what happened in 2020, this damn COVID, so they had no other choice than to cancel a few dates like most of the artists worldwide. For those who may have missed it, I will highly recommend the DVD of their 2 days concert held in 2020 at the Makuhari Messe in Odaiba, Tokyo, where the Tokyo Game Show is usually taking place. A few days later, BABYMETAL makes the buzz by collaborating with the British hardcore band Bring Me the Horizon for the song Kingslayer. Ten years of emotions with BABYMETAL have passed already. A birthday that they celebrated by releasing a compilation album soberly called 10 BABYMETAL Years, and a live set of dates at the legendary Nippon Budokan along the first months of 2021.
sumetal です。
BABYMETAL です。
We are
BABYMETAL.
The time has come to conclude this video, and first of all, you have no idea how much I enjoyed making this retrospective, because if there is any need to remind it, BABYMETAL is, before anything else, damn good music. I mean, high quality music. That's why I want to deeply thank BABYMETAL's team, producers, musicians, Yui Metal, and most of all Suzuka Nakamoto and Moa Kikuchi for putting so much passion, energy and honesty in what they do. Their concept was so unique and what the fuck that they had a quick rise and growth in the industry, but the way they handled all their trials to come back stronger and their longevity prove that they truly have passion and still have this fire burning inside. Actually, I can only wish them to keep on growing and evolving even more. They already brought so much to the industry. In a way, they brought femininity in metal and brought masculinity in J-pop, which is a smart and wise way to defend feminism. These girls, I mean, these women are strong and feminine at the same time. This is what I call perfection. I still cannot realize how much they improved, not only as artists but also as persons. Do you remember their first English interviews? They were just answering out of subject stuff because they didn't understand a word.
I'm here with main stage openers today, and that's BABYMETAL. How are you doing?
Yes.
Now, they are almost fluent in English. Both Suzuka and Moa.
What would you tell your younger self?
Make sure to warm up before every performance.
I feel that it's only the beginning for BABYMETAL, or at least this girl's career, They are still so young and passionate. I'm looking forward to seeing all what is coming next. Meanwhile, my Baby Metal playlist will still on replay. A playlist that smartly uses codes of an anti-society musical genre to bring a healthy and bright message of courage and passion to the world. Thank you, Baby Metal. Stay cute, stay metal, always.